Welcome to Bitching and Moaning, the podcast where we talk shit, spill the tea, and say all the things you're definitely thinking about but shouldn't say out loud.
We're your hosts. I'm Stephanie with Patricia, and together we're your weekly dose of sass, laughs, and just the right amount of bad decisions.
From sexy stories to petty rants, nothing's off limits. So grab your wine or your drink of choice, loosen your morals, and let's get into it.
Because if we're not bitching,
we're probably moaning.
Welcome to Bitchin and Moanin. We're so glad you guys are here today.
We're back! Finally! New episode
and
happy anniversary! It's our 1-year anniversary!
1 year.
Can't believe it!
And we have a studio audience.
Yay! To our studio audience! Yay!
The vibration.
Yeah, yeah.
The vibration. We have a studio audience, so we're going to be asking our studio audience questions along the way, and get some input from them. So we're just excited that you're here. We've noticed that we've got a lot of new followers on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, and just don't forget when you're going to YouTube to click and subscribe.
Right.
I know the videos are long sometimes, but that helps us greatly. So just make sure you subscribe to that.
Yeah, you can play it in your car. You can put it on your TV while you're doing dishes or cleaning your house, doing laundry. I know a lot of people that do that because they can't sit and watch us, but
So let's talk about what we have to drink.
All right. So
You go first?
I'll go first. I have a cupcake Moscato. So you know I love Moscato, and it is wonderful. I already had a little taste. I had to when it came. But yeah, it's wonderful. Oh, anything Moscato is mine.
It looks nice and refreshing. I went a little different. I have an Aperol Spritz, which I love champs, and Aperol's so good. So, that's what I have today. It's nice and fresh. You noticed that we are on location, and I just touched your boobie. Sorry. I know you guys want me to do that again, but we're on location, and we, y'all know we love to give back to our community.
Oh, before you do that, do you want to do a cheers?
Oh yeah,
Let's cheers to our 1-year anniversary.
1 year anniversary.
Cheers again.
Cheers to our 1 year anniversary. Okay. So, like what I was talking about, we love to give back to our local community and local businesses. And so today we are on location, and we are at Hideaway Pizza. If you guys have not heard of Hideaway Pizza, it is so yummy. We actually not only are here because it's kind of cool and it's close to our house, but we have a little story too, because Hideaway started back in 1957, and they started in Stillwater, Oklahoma. So that's where the original one was, and they're really known for like these tie-dye shirts, and then inside, we're outside right now, but inside they have these flying kites on top of the ceiling, which is really neat. But it's just like a fun family atmosphere. Plus, they have great food, great pizzas. We're going to show you some of that.
They have a lot of different types of foods, not only pizza. They look like they have sandwiches, other things, salads,
And coincidentally, my one daughter went to Oklahoma State University, that's actually in Stillwater, where they started the first Hideaway Pizza. But now they're building them all over. They're in Oklahoma, they're in Arkansas, and now they're in Texas. So this one happens to be really close to our home. And one great thing they have is happy hour, and we love a good happy hour. So they have happy hour from 4 to 7, and it's half price on all their drinks, except the non-alcoholic ones, which that's crazy. But anyways, it is so good. But then you stay for dinner. You have your little happy hour, and then you stay for dinner.
All right. So we mentioned we had some new listeners that are showing up on Instagram, some new followers and stuff like that. So we thought on our 1-year anniversary, this would be a good time for us to kind of recap why we started doing this, why we wanted to do it, so you can get to know us a little bit better. You've kind of seen clips of us, but you don't really know us yet, right? So we have been talking for a long time about doing a podcast. Usually it's in the hot tub on Fridays, going, with wine or whatever beverage we had, and just kind of laugh off if it would be fun and move on. Well, last year we decided to get serious with it, and we wanted to give it a try. And so we started our own business and decided to just meet hopefully once a week is what we try to do.
Yeah.
Talk about wine, do a little bit of bitching, try to throw some moaning in there, and it can go either way, good, bad, ugly, indifferent, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So, but we've been friends forever.
We have since we were
Long
teenagers.
time. Yeah.
And, we were sitting around just, having a glass of wine and shooting the shit and talking, spilling some tea and then, just kind of talking about life, our families and, not talking about our friends, but we have a lot of friends that are important to us in life. And so just, going through the motions of being there to try to support, our friends and family. And we used to do that before this. So we thought, why not do it on YouTube?
Yeah, and because we've been friends for a long time, we have very similar, what's the word I'm looking for, experiences and things that we've gone through.
Yeah.
And we felt maybe people could learn from some of the stuff that we've been through,
Exactly, yeah.
And plus it gives us the opportunity to get it off our chest if we feel something. I've had a few like that, and I feel very purged. Episode 3, go check it out. That's a really good one.
Yeah, we're going to talk about some of the episodes, some of our favorite ones, and some that we really were deep. And so, so that's basically why we started the podcast. And, of course, we want this to be like our retirement plan.
Yeah.
One day, I think our significant others would love for that to
They want to be kept men.
Yes,
so,
definitely.
Yeah, and as we go into that, start out with a little bitch. I have to bitch. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad I have a regular job, a day job that pays the bills. But it's hard when I want to be doing this and I have to balance that. So I'm ready to move on. Make the podcast my full-time job. But you got to do what you got to do. Make it to fake it, or fake it to make it.
Fake it to make it.
To get where you want to be. So anyway, but yeah, so a little bitch with that as we talk about more bitching in other episodes that we've had. Yeah.
My bitching would be, I just don't want to go back to corporate America. I don't. I was in corporate America for over 30 years. We were doing the same job for a very, very, very long time.
I know, we worked together even. That's how much we love each other. Is we worked together.
And played together, and I just don't want to do it. I'm trying to find other ways to make some money and monetize myself. And so podcast was definitely one, but then I did start my own business. And so I'm just trying different career options right now because I'm not going back to corporate. I just can't. It's just not for me anymore. But that's okay. That's all right.
Life is too short.
Exactly. So that's really why we started it. We're going to talk about a little bit about like which episodes we like the best or the worst, or how they affected people. I'll start out.
Okay.
I have a few that I think my top favorite episode was the Vegas one.
That was going to be
Was that your favorite too?
It was so fun because we got out of our town, got out of the DFW area, and we met some great people and got to talk about our podcast. And it was just so much fun meeting a lot of people that were like us, that were starting out their podcast too, and just women supporting women. It was so much fun.
Hey guys, I'm Lizzie from New Jersey at the Unwell event at the Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas, and we got Bitchin, and then we got Moanin, and I'm screaming and creaming, me and Bitchin and Moanin. And it's gonna be a fucking weekend. Let's go. Swipe up to follow. Bitchin and Moanin. Let's go.
You gotta do that. If you haven't watched the podcast yet, go watch the Vegas one because it is, or listen to it. Because it's all over our social media. Remember TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. But we got to go to an influencer convention hosted by none other than Holler Daddy herself.
Yes, Alex Cooper.
So Alex Cooper is amazing, and we just found so much fun in what she did. She just brought everybody, all her listeners and followers and all that to Vegas, and just set us up with so many fun things. Not besides all the free merch and the free stuff that we got. We got to meet other influencers, other podcasters. Oh
my gosh.
And
so
majority of them were women. We did get to meet some men, but the majority of them were women. And it was just so fun because we were new at this, and we got some really good information and knowledge of other podcasters and other vloggers that we didn't know about, and made really, really great lifelong connections. So we're really excited about, and friends too. So that was a lot of fun.
So here we are in Vegas doing a Bitchin and Moaning podcast info. We are super excited, and we actually did an interview with it was seeking.com.
Yes.
So y'all go out there and see. But they gave us a little gift, and we're going to open it up and tell you what it is. Look at this.
Oh my God, how amazing.
Look at the little hearts.
Holy crap.
$100, baby, $100. That means we're gonna have some drinks, some dinner tonight on Seeking.com. So y'all make sure to get to the internet and get to Seeking.com.
Yes,
they were super nice,
very nice. And we gave some good advice for some men, especially out there, about if you're looking and you're very serious about a lady, is how to treat a lady if you wanted to go beyond the first date.
Open doors.
Make
sure the ladies are the first out of the elevator.
And always treat a lady. Never ask her to do 50-50. Compliment her, everything. Yeah.
All right.
All righty. Love y'all.
And then I got to be with my bestie for 4 days in Vegas.
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun.
No significant others, just
a
Vegas
fun,
time.
a lot of drinking, a lot of.
Some of it we're gonna keep in Vegas. Some of it we'll keep it there. Our moaning part we'll keep in Vegas, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
so I think that was actually my favorite.
Yeah.
Well, it's Bitchin and Moanin. We had a great time in Vegas. Got to see so many amazing people. So we're here looking hot in our blue, in our hot pink. So for all of you that we met this weekend, we love you. Thanks for supporting us, bringing so much more content and a lot more fun on our podcast. So be sure to stay tuned. So anything you want to say?
Unwell weekend was freaking amazing. Alex Cooper, chef's kisses, girl, chef's kisses. And thanks for all the inspiration.
Yes.
All right, keep bitching and moaning out there. We'll see you soon.
Love y'all.
So I liked our Halloween one. That was fun. We got dressed
Oh,
up.
yeah, we did.
And it was talking about just Halloween stuff. It's kind of hard to bitch about Halloween because it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I think I had a funny story in there about because I was pregnant during that time. I told my funny story. Do you remember the funny story?
No.
I think it's my youngest daughter was born a week before Halloween.
Okay.
And I was so terrified that some cult that was Satan worshipers were going to steal me and take my baby. So
Okay, now I remember that.
but
I just watched a movie on that. That's a documentary, no less. That's terrible.
So, but just dressing up and talking about Halloween and our favorite traditions and all of that. That one, I like that because it was fun to dress up.
What makes me think of the Halloween one is, okay, I'm going to talk a little bit of politics. Because people might have looked at my Halloween costume and been like, what the hell is she dressed up as? But I was Christy Nome, which was at the time she was the Secretary of Homeland Security.
Yes.
And that's when they were trying to deport everybody in the United States. And so I thought it'd be funny to dress up like her because that's scary, and she was scary. And even though I looked a little hot, it was scary. And then now, if you fast forward to her life right now, she got fired from that because she's crazy. Ooh. And her husband, she's divorcing her husband because he was he was having an affair with a big boobed lady, and he would dress up like her. He'd put big boobs under his shirt, and dress up like her. And I think Christy was having an affair with somebody too. So
it was just
that's scary. So that what the Halloween one reminds me of, but it was kind of funny. It was. I thought it was funny at the time.
We just finished our podcast. It was about Halloween, and we're looking amazing with our beautiful Texas hair. So now it's time to relax and finish up our bottle of wine and have a good time. Love y'all. Bye.
And then we love also going back to local businesses and supporting them. Like here we are at How to Wait Pizza. We've gone to Messina Hoff and JJ's Bar and Grill.
Right.
We also went to the winery. The winery in Keller. And then recently I met a lady, actually her and her husband do a little cookie thing. We're going to show some pictures and videos, but it's called Dave's Cookies, and they were so good. I told them I'll do a shout out for them. Not to mention our supplier. We're going to talk about our merch, but JP Embroideries in Keller, they helped us tremendously. We were on a time crunch, and they really helped us when we were going to the Vegas shots. We have tumblers and hats and sweatshirts and all that kind of good stuff. And they really pulled us out of a bind because we needed things quickly. So that they worked for us in our local neighborhood. So that's what that was another thing that I thought we liked about, helping our community. What about, you want to talk about the Christmas stuff?
Yes, that's what I was going to go into, was the Christmas one, because what was it? The angel tree. We did one of those, and we did a little shopping tour to Target, and we bought all the stuff, and then we dropped it off. And so I just wish that we could have seen their faces. I had a little boy. I can't remember. He was like 2, I think, and you had a little girl as well. Yeah. And so I just would have loved to see their faces, but just kind of in the distance or something, But
hopefully that influenced others to do the same thing for their community.
Hi, Bitchin Moanin here. Stephanie and Patricia, and we challenged everybody to, for this holiday season, to go out and help your community, whether it be an angel tree, whether that be helping a senior citizen area, or just any family in need. So we wanted to share with you, and wanted you to come along with us on how we were going to share our, what do we have? Our whatever people need, we are going to help them.
Yes,
so,
exactly.
So right now we're combing through the Salvation Army Angel Tree online. Modern technology, you don't even have to go to the stores anymore to get that little piece of paper. It's all online with salvationarmy.com. And so we are going through the list. There's lots of kids. There's actually some adults in there.
Right.
And so we're going to pick a boy and a girl, and we're going to grab those gifts for them. And then we're going to go to drop them off at the local malls.
Back doing angel trees or whatever it is, even if it's not an angel tree, there's stuff to do throughout the years. Habitat for Humanity. You can help out shelters. I recently signed up for to drive people that are in abusive situations and take them from one place to another place for safety reasons. And so that can mean taking them from a hotel to the airport to go home to their family, from a shelter to their friend's house or their kid's house or whatever it is, but just getting them away from abusive relationships. And so I'm really proud about that. I need to do more of it. I got a little busy, but I did that, and I just think that's just giving back to your community is very, very important. So I think that's fun.
We're outside. It's hot. I'm a little shiny, so
we're glistening.
I'm glistening.
We're glistening.
But
remember, we're in Texas. It's 105 degrees.
Yeah, it's awful. So my face is all red.
We have our drinks.
And we've already ordered another round because we need cool drinks.
It's okay. You'll see us in our natural beauty glow.
Yeah.
The other one I think was one of my favorites was Grape Fest.
Yes, that was
we
fun.
went to, so here in Texas, every year in September, we have something called Grape Fest, and they take all the wineries from the Texas region and set up this big, huge tent, and you get a wine glass for $30, and then you go for an hour and a half, and you get to do shots of 100 wineries, right? But you get to taste all of them in Texas.
Right. And you also get to vote on what's your favorite in sweet or dry or just any category they have. So it's fun to go around and just try these new wineries. Mine are always the favorite, of course, with fruit, but there's a blueberry one that was
the
to die for, the chocolate,
So that was fun. I thought that episode, not only because we got to go to Grape Fest, but we actually recorded our episode in probably my favorite winery, Messina Hoff. They've been very, very good to us. I drink their wine all the time. They let us record from there. Anytime we're welcome there.
And we did an interview in there with a lady that was dressed up. She was doing, it was like a 20s contest.
Yes.
And so we interviewed her and some other ladies that were there
in Spanish. We did that episode included some families from that spoke Spanish.
Yeah.
some just from all different cultures and walks of life. So I really like that one because we got out there again supporting our local businesses and then also our community. So I thought that was really great.
Yeah, I think that's becoming my favorite ones. Is just when we go to different places and we do these because it kind of gets us out of our little studio that we have there, and it just I don't know, it just feels more open and personal. Plus, I'm closer to you, so.
And then I think my next favorite one is the Let's Talk About Sex one.
Yes, that was fun.
That was so much fun. Like, let me tell you, I think I opened up because the bottle of wine I had was what, 14.5% alcohol?
Yeah, it was.
And it was so good that I was just drinking, so everything was just coming out.
And then when we carried on at that other place, we were drinking margaritas, remember? And so that helped with that one too. But yeah.
So I think at this point we should have some participation from the audience. We've talked a little bit about what we liked and what we've been doing the past year. This audience you're going to love because they're our family members. And we're going to have you, they're going to give you an insight to what they think about our podcast and then maybe, you know, some other crazy stuff. So we're going to turn it over to them.
All right, so our first participant in our audience is my hubby. So this is my hubby, Robert. And Robert, I have lots of questions for you, but let me start out with the first one. What did you think about us deciding to have a podcast?
So I think it's wonderful. My wonderful wife and her bestie have so much insight, so much knowledge. And I think it's great that they're sharing it with the world and everybody can learn and grow from everything that they've experienced. I hear it all the time. I've heard it for years prior, sitting in the hot tub with them. But like I said, I think it's great insight, that we hear each other's stories and we can grow from it. And that's a great opportunity for them.
Love it, love it. So when you get feedback from others as to like, oh my God, how do you handle all the craziness that like we talk about, like the sex life, other relationships in the past, other husbands, our kids, our daily life? Like, what do you think about that?
So, I'll get asked that as well. And all I can say is we all have experiences in life. We've been married multiple times. We all grow up. We all go through life, right? You're all teenagers. You're all 20s, 30s, 40s. You have kids, et cetera, et cetera. So we have nothing to hide. We're not ashamed of anything. What we did made us who we are. So there's no reason to be ashamed of what's going on, what's happening. Things happen behind closed doors, and a lot of people sugarcoat it and don't want to talk about it. And this is just exposing it. And we don't, like I said, again, there's nothing to be ashamed of. All your experiences made you who you are.
I love that.
So,
yeah, great answer.
Good answer.
Good answer. Is there anything else you want to share with the podcast before we move on to our next studio audience?
Of course there are.
Let's go. Let's hear
what's
it.
the name of this podcast?
Bitchin' and Moanin'. All right, so tell us one
moan.
thing that you have bitched over the last year. The most consistent thing.
Okay. I got two things.
All right.
I gotta do both.
And remember, careful because your wife is here.
Oh yeah.
And she's in charge of the podcast.
So the first one, and this really came to light when I stopped drinking, 18 months ago.
So proud of you.
Is when we go to happy hours, everything's half price, everything's on sale. But if I say I want a margarita without alcohol, it is full price. It is just crazy.
Screw them.
I know. And so a few places do have a few non-alcoholics that they give you discounts and
non-alcoholic drinks.
Non-alcoholic drinks. Yeah, so they have athletics. So kudos to the pizza place here. And I don't know, that's one bitch. But
all right, give us a moan.
Oh, I got the other bitch.
He's got another bitch. All right.
Well, my other bitch is just all the freaking house chores. I've had to deal with air conditioners breaking down, pools breaking down, sprinkler systems breaking down, you name it. Houses are chores, but just do a little bit all at a time. You'll get through it, and you learn how to do everything.
These
So
are
anyway, that's the bitch.
Definitely, what is it? White people's problems.
Yeah.
We have a radio station every week. They go, "What's a white person problem?" And one girl is like, "Hey, my nail broke and I couldn't get it fixed for 2 days."
Yeah.
Yes, we do have a
Okay.
pool, but Robert takes very good care of
Yeah.
everything.
So my moan is, I don't know. I love computers. My beautiful wife is a moan, but what I really love to see is all the AI explosion in the world. I'm a tech guy, so it is great to see people being able to code that never coded before. Tell it what you want, it does it. You got to be careful because sometimes it'll do it, but then it'll do it the wrong way and you don't know it. So I'm just excited to see what the future has. And my lovely wife gets me out of the house, so that's my
Good
No.
answer. Good answer. All right. Well, thanks for being our participant today, Robert, and thanks for letting us do this podcast.
You're awesome.
All right. The next up in our studio audience is Miss Emily. Woo! So Emily is my beautiful twin daughter, and she's been on one of our episodes before, which that's the second highest rating episode that we've had. So I'm very excited to have her here now. So Emily, what would you like to tell us about the podcast that you've been listening to, or any kind of feedback, or what do you want to contribute?
I think it's very cool that you guys are podcasting and sharing stories and spending time together.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so what is the one thing that you've been bitching about the most this year?
Probably my house. My
Kind
house
of goes along with Robert, huh?
Is that what he said too?
Yes. Maintenance.
There's always something to fix every day, but it's also my moan because I like my house, but there's always something you have to fix.
Yeah. Which is costly.
That's always $1 billion.
Yes. Adulting
Adulting.
sucks. So what would be the one moaning thing that you moaned this whole year?
I guess my husband, because he's always doing the most and being a good husband,
Oh, I love that.
and that's that.
I love that. Yes, her husband is amazing. He takes very, very good care of her.
He does.
What about your new addition?
And my dog is cute. I don't know if it felt like putting him as a moan was wrong, but he's very cute.
So cute. My grandpup. Love it.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to add?
That's it.
That's it. Well, thanks for participating in our studio audience. We love you.
Love you too.
We're so grateful that we had our little studio audience help us out. Yay! We've said it before. We'll say it again. Our significant others think this is the funniest thing ever that we do because we say such stupid stuff. And we get to spend time together. And, we're like family. And so our hubbies think that we're funny.
Yeah,
And-
but some of our family members get a little mortified. They learn a little too much about us.
A little too much. And that's
Yeah.
okay. I mean, when we're talking about stuff, we're just giving you our experiences in our life. Everybody has different experiences, and you may not experience the things the same way we do, but you might be surprised that some people might experience the same thing and go, wow, that happened to me, or how do I talk to my teenagers about this?
Right.
Or how do I even talk to my adult kids about sex or, money situations or life in general, college, all that kind of stuff. And we've hit all those topics.
Well, even politics. It's like I have family members that are on the opposite end of me. And actually, kind of have a little update. What we're talking about is I have a sibling that her and I haven't talked, we haven't been close in a long time. And I finally decided it was time to put all that behind me. And so I called her on the phone and we talked about it, and she noticed it. It was very awkward at get-togethers, but I told her why I felt a certain way, her and I still don't agree. We're not going to be right fighters. We're not going to
Yeah.
either one going to convince each other, but at least we're able to have a conversation about it now. And so I think that's the biggest thing is, opening the door to have the conversations, even if you don't agree,
Yes.
right?
That is, you couldn't have said it better. I've had people in my life, family members, close friends, say the fucking weirdest shit to me. And I'm just kind of like, what? Why would you say that? What would possess you to, like, say that or behave that way?
Yeah.
It really strikes me oddly that people can just come out and say something. And again, sometimes they're drinking, so they have no filter, or sometimes they just don't, they're not educated enough to have a civil adult conversation. And I, like, we are so open to any kind of conversation. We really are. We're not gonna judge you.
Right.
We're just gonna listen. If you have a different view than us, you've heard us talk about different views just with each other, you know? But it just always surprised me when somebody opens their fucking mouth and says stupid ass shit to me, because I want to, like, get the ghetto Patty in me from Chicago and attack, but I know words are hurtful and I don't. So I stay very nice and I listen, and then I come on here and bitch because I have a platform to do that.
I think that goes into us being authentically ourselves too, right? Because it's like I actually, it's kind of funny. I feel like I can be more authentic sometimes talking this way to a stranger than I do sometimes to my family. I don't know. There's something about it that it's hard to, like, do a face-to-face type thing. But the interesting thing about our friendship is I honestly, as long as we've known each other, I don't think we've ever had a fight because we communicate so well that we talk about things, which is unheard of. People, there's always something where it's like, well, she pissed me off or whatever.
And don't get us wrong, like you guys heard us several times. We don't agree on everything, but it's just kind of like, okay, so you don't think the same way. That's
right.
Okay. Like, I married somebody who did not think the same way I did politically. 100% opposite ends of politics, but we talked about things. We learned about things. He learned about stuff. I learned about stuff. And we made a marriage happen. And so when I hear, especially politics, when I hear people, like, yelling and screaming or calling names or just being ugly, it's just like, I feel you're uneducated to have an adult conversation.
Well, and it's not productive either.
It isn't. It really isn't.
Makes things worse.
But that's the same with sex, finances. You just kind of learn all that stuff. So we have had disagreements. We've just figured them out. Here we are, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because you know what? She'll tell me how it is. She'll be like, "Yeah, I don't think so," and I'll be like, "What were you thinking?"
Yeah, and then I think the other authentic part about ourselves too is, like, y'all got a glimpse of that on 4th of July. About we just decided to do something fun.
I don't know who that was.
That was my idea. But it's just one of those where that's how we are. We have a good time, and and
we have hot friends.
That
love to joke.
Yeah, exactly. That pop in the back, But it's like that's a part of us too. So you get one side here, and then we'll throw in those things here to get another side. But we just enjoy life, enjoy being together, and just being our authentic selves.
So we heard that there was a trend going around. We're going to try to join this trend. 5 things that are worth the money. So about our podcast, let's talk about 5 things that are worth the money for us dealing with our podcast.
Well, I think the main thing about the podcast is we did the investment, right? It's definitely worth the money.
The financial.
Yeah, and there's a lot.
Financial.
We made it a business. We had to set up a checking account. We had to put money in it. We had to buy our equipment. And then
we didn't know what we were doing.
We did not know what we were doing.
And sometimes we still don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, so every day we're learning. But to me, it's like this has been the most fun all year long. And it's one of those things where we want it to be great, but I just love spending time with her, and we love drinking wine. And so so the bonus is we get to spend more time together.
Yes.
So
that's
for me,
part of that. That's
the podcast,
the actual money,
the
investment of everything we got. And we're still learning. We're still learning how to do stuff. I think we should hire an intern.
I know.
That's coming next. So if anybody's an intern out there, it is pro bono, but you get to hang out with us and have some wine. Yeah. But we would like an intern to kind of help us out. We're authentically open.
Right.
We've been talking about ourselves. We talk about our family. We talk about friends, life situations.
Yeah.
So I think that's been really great. We've also gotten to know so many people that we
Yes.
probably wouldn't have known,
Right.
gotten to know otherwise.
So I think worth the money is what we put into the trips. Wherever we
Yeah.
go, whether it's here, a local place like this, or we did Vegas or Great Fest, we're always meeting people. And if we wouldn't have done that and invested in going to those events and stuff, we never would have met some amazing people.
But I also think just on our own, because we told you guys we travel separately, and we've kind of posted some of those videos about us traveling separately and talking about the podcast to other people, like when she's, in the wilderness in the freezing cold and I'm on the beach in Cancun. We're talking to people and trying to spread the word of just, life's short, have fun, basically. And then I think for this also is that just looking into our future. We have merch. I know it's probably my fault. I'll take the blame for it. We need to set up a merch account.
Yeah.
A little store.
Tumblr.
We have hats, sweatshirts, t-shirts, and we've gotten so many requests for them. But again, if that intern's out there that wants to help me set up a shop, we do. That's going to be our future to, have some merch that has Bitching and Moaning on it, because it's such a fun logo. It's so fun. And it starts conversations. People just want to get up and go like, what is that? I've been in airports and people are like, that's a great saying. And then you just have a conversation with somebody.
When we were in Vegas, they were like, who's bitching and who's moaning? And so it
depends on the day.
On who has which title. So it's kind of funny, that some people ask us which is which,
Exactly.
So, which personality do we have out today?
And so I think our last one that was worth the money, and I think we could probably say it at the same time.
Ready? One,
meeting
2, 3.
Harry Jowsey.
Oh my God. Oh, just, yes.
Oh my gosh, we love you.
Yes.
We love you.
Oh my gosh.
So again, if y'all haven't seen the episode, it's a Vegas one. Go watch it, especially on Instagram. We were lucky enough to literally room across the hall from Harry Jowsey. And if you don't know who he is, get out from under that rock.
But think about that. It was literally across in one room that way in Vegas with a gazillion hotels. And so just real quickly, how we saw him in the Cosmopolitan, and he was getting his room, and so we were going up, and I'm like, oh my God, that's Harry Jowsey, and I turned into like my 13-year-old self going, oh, freaking out.
She was not paying attention because she was drunk off her ass. Don't even. So I went, oh my God, that's Harry Jowsey, because he is so ginormously tall.
He's got to be like 6'5" at least, and I am 5'3", so I'm like, Stephanie!
And we're coming back from the pool, I think.
Yeah, we were. It was funny because we're trying to find our phones, and neither one of us could find our phones, but he was so nice, so patient, and it was just us. So we get in the elevator, we're riding up.
He's talking to us like he knew us forever. He was just so genuine, and like sometimes he gets a bad rap from the crazy reality shows and all that, but like honestly, what we saw that just inner whatever, I don't know what it's called, interaction. All right, so the Admirals are kicking in. Admirals to Harry Jowsey. The interaction was just so sweet and so genuine. He was talking to us, and we were asking about his new show, and it's actually coming out.
August 5th on Netflix.
What is it called?
Marry Harry, I believe.
Let's Marry Harry.
Yes.
Because everybody wants him to get married. And you know what? I think deep down somewhere he really wants to get married and have a family. But he has been on so many reality shows, and he has his own podcast. And he's got his own products and stuff that I think sometimes, girls or people don't really take him as seriously as they should.
Yeah.
But he was a sweetheart to us. And not only just talking to us, here's the boob again.
Well, they're out there today.
After we came, we got off the elevator and we're going down the hallway, and he got off, he thought we were following him.
We're like, we're not. We're like right here. We are right here.
Coincidentally, we were just right by him. So he knew where we were at. And so once we got in the room, this is the funniest. We're going to have to put the video up because it's been in hiding way too. It's in the vault. So we're bringing the vault out. Harry, get ready. we got in the room, and this one starts jumping on the bed.
Yes. Again, my 13-year-old self thought, "Oh my God, he's so beautiful." He's
Jumping
so
on the
beautiful.
damn on the bed.
On the
that
bed.
We just met Harry Jowsey. Like he was like, I don't know, Thor
I
or
know.
something from like the superheroes.
Yeah, exactly.
But I thought it was hilarious. And as we're screaming, we hear a little knock on the door, and I'm like, oh my God, what
And
the
like,
hell?
who is this? Who is it?
So we open the door, and she's still on the bed, and it's Harry Jowsey with a bottle of champagne.
Oh my
We're like,
God.
so he's like, hey, I'm not going to drink this. Do you guys want it?
Well, yeah,
And
of
we're
course,
like,
thank you.
Yeah, we're all cool.
Yeah,
we're cool.
thanks. Thanks
We're
so much.
podcasters. We're
Yeah,
cool.
we're being so sweet. And so, oh, thank you. Yeah, we'll take
So
it.
we take the champagne, and again, this one's jumping all over the
I
freaking
wasn't
room.
jumping where he could see
It
me.
was so funny. But it was very, very nice.
Stephanie,
Yes,
where did you get that amazing champagne from?
this champagne bottle in this lovely bucket of ice came from none other than our new friend, Harry Jowsey. Oh my God.
And we were kind of like, we just wanted to thank him. So we actually gave him some of our merch, which we had some shirts and some stuff.
Yeah.
But then at the end of the night,
Yeah.
he was actually on stage with Alex Cooper. They're very good friends. And he was on stage with her and Bethany Frankel, because I love her too. But he was on stage with her. But at the end of the night, we were all everybody was just drunk off their ass, crawling back to their rooms.
Yeah.
So we crawled back to the room, and right in front of our door, he had left us 2 of his skin cream products, which was so nice.
What was funny is we didn't know it was
We
his
didn't
at
know.
first, and we're like, who knows where we're at? Who's following us? And then we looked and found out it was his skincare line.
Yes.
And actually, I use that stuff all the time because it's for like, he had skin cancer. He told us he had skin cancer. So he developed a skincare line to help with that. And so
And you know how I feel about
use that.
cancer.
Yes.
About
and
cancer.
So I've used that a lot, and it's great. So
Yeah.
he left us some tubes of stuff, and it was just
that was just so sweet.
Yeah,
So I think that
yeah.
was probably
That was the
besides
highlight,
spending
yeah.
time with my bestie. I think that was probably the highlight of my year.
Yeah, that was the highlight. It was
Yeah.
just
All right,
Yeah.
so give me one bitching for the whole year that you want to talk about.
well, the whole year
then
has been about men. Usually, most of ours there's something going on. Again, I mentioned episode 3. Y'all need to watch that one. That was I think the highest one. It was about one of my exes. It's great. I feel very purged.
Yeah.
Anyway, but
Yeah, we did bitch about men a lot. And again, we love men. We love men. We love women. We love everybody. Every color of the rainbow. I think it was just because of our experiences, being married, having gone through boyfriends in high school, just different situations.
Just a lot, yeah.
And not only us, but like what our children have gone through, what our significant others have gone through in life, So it's not that we don't like men. We love you. We hope you love us too.
it's just our experiences.
That we bitch about. And then I think what's our biggest moan?
Men.
We've moaned about men.
I know
too.
you can't live with them or without them,
Exactly.
But I like to use moaning for a lot of stuff. Like I love desserts, and so you'll hear me talk about that. And I have a moan for today. Pumpkin creamer is out. Oh my God, it's
Lord.
mid-July. But
Non-pumpkin,
yes.
I'm not ready
I'm
for
like, oh
pumpkin.
my God. So my pumpkin creamer is my moan. I was drinking it this morning, pretending like it was a fall day somewhere, even though it's like 112 here. In my head, I am by a fire in a cabin drinking my coffee with my pumpkin creamer. So,
I do have a moan. I'm gonna have to refer to one of my studio audience guests to make sure I say his name right. But here in Texas, over the last 6 weeks, we've had soccer players here. Lots and lots and
they're
lots
pretty
of soccer
yummy to look
players
at.
To look at,
Yeah.
like old, young, all in the middle.
Yeah.
But I think I fell in love with one of them
Oh.
while he was here, and
Tell me,
now
tell
I
me.
follow him. I know his last name is Holland. What's his first name? Erling Holland. So he plays for Norway, and he's the tall blonde, and he always has his hair pulled back in a little like bunny kind of thing.
Isn't Norway all blondes anyway? Isn't that a country that's traditionally known for blondes?
But he got so popular coming to the United States. A lot of the soccer players did, because United States opened up to this craft. Oh, my studio audience has given me a picture of him.
Yummy.
I love him, and he's now on TikTok, and he's on Snapchat. He's all on social media, and he's always happy, and he's goofy. He's like a tall goofiness, and I love him. I just think he's funny. He's not like, I know some people think Brad Pitt is like, oh my God, drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like, I don't look at men like that. Yes, you could be good looking, but the intelligence, if you make me laugh, if you do something else for me, that's what I find people attractive, And I've been lucky. I've had really good looking spouses in my time, but they've also made me laugh, or they're so smart, or they've given me 3 kids, Yeah. So that's really, but Hollander? Is that his name, Hollander? Holland. I love you. Come back to Texas anytime you want to. All right. Do you have another one? We're good?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, that was the one that I just picked it up and it came to my mind. So yeah, but there's a lot of yummy looking soccer players, and
I mean, the ones known were like Ronaldo and Messi. And then England was Kane. He was pretty good looking, but like, I don't know, they just really didn't do it. Mbappe. Yeah, they're all the famous ones, but they just really didn't do it for me. I loved him. He made me laugh because he's so goofy. Is there a bug on my head?
No.
You want to talk about the World Cup?
Our studio audience would like to contribute the World Cup. I'm so excited about this because I have questions, because I don't know everything about the World Cup, but I would like one explanation from our studio audience. So hang tight, because one of our studio audience is gonna participate. So hang tight. All right. So our studio audience has now joined. This is my son Jason. He's Emily's twin, and and he is so excited to be here with us. I know he is. So we were talking about the World Cup, and you are an expert in sports. So I do have a couple of questions about it, whether you want to bitch or moan about it. So first, let me ask you the question, and then we can talk about the bitching and moaning.
Okay.
So I need to understand when they hit the soccer ball into the goal, and then they say it's a offsides. Please explain to me how they know it's an offside. Like football, you see the 50-yard line and the 20-yard line. How do they know? Is it because of the lines drawn from the mowing?
Not a soccer expert, but from what I know is the offensive guy to first touch the ball from when the teammate passes it has to be behind the defender defending it. He can't be in front of the defender. So it doesn't matter
where they're at as far as on the field?
Yeah.
So it can be anywhere on the field.
So there's no offsides on their side of the field, if that makes sense. If you cut the field in half, their side of it, there's no offside. Once you go to your side and you get the ball in front of their defenders, they'll call offside. You have to be behind their defenders.
Okay.
Their defenders have to be in front before they kick the ball, before you receive it.
Okay.
And then that's where the lines come in and body parts come in, and it was a big deal.
Yeah, that really confused me, and I've had it explained to me several times.
It's a little confusing.
It's very confusing. I like football, because they draw the lines for you, and I know they did kind of do that in some of them. They showed the imaginary toe and all that. But I could never just automatically call it like you can, because you're an expert at it.
There was a lot called back, a lot of goals called back in this tournament. And the crazy thing I've heard is the chip in the ball. That's new to
talk
me.
about that.
So there was a crazy goal called back. I believe it was the Portugal-Croatia game, where Croatia scored in the very last minute to tie the game. And apparently, when they hit the ball in, one of their guys touched it with their hair.
Oh, their hair?
With a little piece of hair. and then it made this guy offside who scored the goal, and they took it back, and Portugal ended up winning the game.
Oh man!
And the whole chip in the ball thing, the technology they have, I don't know. You do what you want.
I didn't even know they had chips in the ball till this whole thing.
I don't know if it's new, if it's been around, but
what did you
it's been
think?
interesting to watch.
Tell me what you thought about when the balls were hitting the wires and stuff, or the cameras and stuff in the air.
They kind of shoved that under the rug and didn't really talk about it, but you could see it from other point of views and the other cameras that it clearly hit the cameras and dropped straight down. But when the ball is active and live, there's no really stoppage to it. So I don't know why. And that's something they're going to have to look at, FIFA and anybody else, but it's part of the game.
So do you think when they're in other countries, they don't normally have those wired cameras like we do here in the football fields, and that's why it's really not an issue?
That's a good question. That's someone who knows those champion leagues and watches soccer year round, but I believe they do. But I don't know if that issue pops up over there or if they have a rule for that, but it clearly needs to be discussed in this FIFA World Tournament.
Were you happy that Spain won, or were you hoping somebody else would win?
I mean, of course I wanted the U.S. I was going for Mexico other than that.
What?
And Colombia, of
All
course.
right. Hey, watch yourself. Watch yourself.
I wanted Colombia, U.S., or Mexico, or Portugal. One of those teams. But I didn't want Messi or Argentina to win it again. I think they had their moment in 22. I think it's time for Spain and the young
pups.
Yamal to take over. So,
tell us how old those two boys were.
Yamal is, I believe, he just turned 19 years old. He's a young cat out there. Yeah.
So it's actually good to a new legacy, huh?
Yeah, for sure. Pass down the torch. So
awesome.
I've enjoyed the tournament. I'm glad it was here. I think it brought the world together for a little bit here, and people can experience the U.S. and the state of Texas and New York and California and,
100%.
Even Mexico was cool and Canada was sweet. But I think everyone really enjoyed it. Everyone had a good time, the culture and everything. So
is
good
there
result.
One thing that you can bitch about for this whole year? Think about the last year of your life and everything that's gone on, and tell us one bitch that you just want to get off your chest.
That I didn't win the lottery yet and in my mansion, but
that's a good bitch. Yeah, that's a good bitch. All right, and tell us one moan.
I feel like it's going to sound weird, but my family. I mean, I think I've loved my family and got closer with them and enjoyed them and their company this past year. So.
That's why he's my beautiful son. Girls, he's single out there.
Makes sense.
Look how handsome he is.
But yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for participating in our audience questions, and we appreciate your knowledge on soccer.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Well, we're so happy that you guys joined us. There's going to be lots of fun videos, some bloopers within this video. Don't forget to check out our other social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe. And there's more things coming up. We're only in July, so we have lots more coming your way. And we want to thank you, say happy anniversary, 1 year to my bestie. I love you. Mwah. And more sexy ones to come this week. Because it's summer in Texas.
And here's to year 2 as we move forward.
All right.
Cheers.
All right, bye.
Shout out to the ladies from Bitchin Moanin. At Unwell, Las Vegas. Cheers. Thank you. Listen to Bitchin Moanin, they give the best advice.